Mr. John Neilson is the director at DeSoto Parish Water District Number 1. Hey, Mr. John, how are you? I understand because you just called Matt. We appreciate your getting in touch with us first. So you got a little problem. What's up, my friend?
Well, I don't have a little problem. I got a big problem. We had yesterday the thaw about 3 o'clock. We've got just so many customer leaks down here. Not only my system, but other systems in the parish. But I can specifically address my system. If you've lost pressure, you are under a boil advisory in DeSoto Parish. But what we had to do last night, I'm getting all kind of calls. Why don't we have water? I know you got water. We could not supply every neighborhood last night because of all the leaks. So what we had to do was shut neighborhoods off and fill our main trunk line back up for fire protection for the parish. That was vitally important. And we got crews. We've been out already. We were out till 2 o'clock this morning, and we've been out for an hour already this morning, turning on one neighborhood at a time, and we're actually having to go house to house, meter to meter, and watch for a spinning meter and shut those off that have leaks.
That was my question, is the loss of pressure, is the loss of service in a lot of areas due to the public part of it, or is it actually broken pipes that people are just discovering in their homes?
People discovering in their homes. We have no problems with our system whatsoever. We've been running at 100% capacity all week long. We've had no breakdowns in our system. We don't have any broken pipes in our system. It's just that people at their houses, we talked last week about wrap, don't drip. Well, they didn't pay attention, and we've got probably 300 to 400 houses with a pipe busted wide open in the yard, and with just no way a system can keep up with that. And, if you turn it on in the dark last night, everybody's in bed, they don't know that they have a leak. So I'm just asking everybody just to please bear with us. Walk around your house, see if you've got any unexpected water somewhere pooling in your yard or under your house or something as we go neighborhood to neighborhood.
How long is it going to take you to catch up?
That is a really good question, Erin. It depends on how quick people can find their leaks and how quick we can find people's leaks. Like I say, we were out till 2 o'clock working neighborhoods, and we didn't really like doing that at 2 o'clock in the morning. People get really antsy about people walking around in the yard with a flashlight. And but we did what we had to do.
Pardon me, Mr. John, I was going to say, you are, as a public official, and your guys who are public workers, you're kind of limited as to what you can do around people's homes, yes?
We can go to the meter, and that's it. If the meter is spinning, we can turn it off. We have no and can take no responsibility for anything in your piping system past the water meter. So what we do, we go to your house. If your water meter is spinning crazy, 40, 50 gallons a minute, we're going to turn that meter off. And then, we'll contact you. We're keeping a list of them. We'll contact you, turn it back on, let you find your leak, and you can get your leak fixed. But we can't repair the customer's leak, and we have no leaks in the system. Our system is perfectly fine. It's just that we could not keep up with all the customer leaks.
John,
and I'm sure this goes for other systems as well. I'm sorry.
Even if people have water in their homes, you still want them to conserve. I mean, don't wash your clothes, maybe hold off on the dishwasher. Give some tips for those, even those who do have water. You still can help, right?
Absolutely. Please conserve, because we've got water in our tanks right now. We did that for fire protection last night. We're also a fire protection system, but please conserve this morning. And typically when you put out on the radio to conserve water, the first thing people do is go draw up all the water they can. Well, that's not the idea. The idea is not to draw up all the water you can. Please conserve your water. Just like the electric company was asking the other day to conserve electricity, at this point, please conserve water so I can get the water back on for everybody.
John,
the crews are out working. We're just doing everything we can.
You had mentioned a boil advisory. Why is that necessary?
Anytime there is a loss of pressure in the system, there is a possibility of contamination getting into the system, either by a minute leak in a pipe or by a backflow, a back siphon. If somebody's hooked up to something at their house that they shouldn't be, it might back siphon in there. It is a boil advisory. We're advising you to boil your water. It is not a boil order. There has been no contamination detected in our system, and we don't feel like there will be any because our system is tight. We don't have any open pipes or anything. But the state requires us, anytime pressure goes down below 25 psi, we have to issue a boil advisory, advising people that there's a possibility of contamination to the water. But we don't want to, we're not starting any widespread panic or anything. There's been nothing found in the water, and we'll test it today and get clearance from the lab and get that. Advisory is really scary for people, but it's just what we have to do by state law.
John, let me ask you this: your system is it's a smaller system. Do you know or have you heard about bigger systems like Shreveport-Bossier? Could they be experiencing the same thing? Should we check in with them too?
They could be. I don't know. I know that Bossier has a lot more capacity for their customer base than we do on a ratio type thing. I know there are several other systems down here that are experiencing it. I'm on a different system than the one I work for, and that system as well is completely out of water. And two systems that we were helping supply yesterday, when we ran out of water, they're also in the same situations. I would say the majority of the people in DeSoto Parish are probably under a boil advisory, either on my system or another. But I can only speak specifically about mine.